Hey everyone, it's Master vs. Many. We're back. Once again, to get to the game from the homepage of chess.com, just move over to Vote Chess. Pretty simple, and you will see our game. I only have a few minutes to make my move, so it is time to commit the crime, jump in, analyze move 3, and here we go. 2,300 players, that's cool. More people joining the game, even though we've already started. Of course, most of the action still yet to come. So let's go ahead and switch over to our main analysis arena, because one of the cool things about Vote Chess is that we can actually analyze the game. It's like a daily chess game, so we are allowed to kind of move the pieces around a little bit, just as you are. So in this position here, we have an open Sicilian brewing, assuming I follow through on what I said I would do with d4 against all of you. Maybe I should trick you, right? Maybe this is like a juke. Maybe I should do the video with one personality and then do something completely different. That would kind of defeat the purpose of why we're doing this, to really let you inside Master's head as they approach the game. The only other opening I've ever really played regularly here, as far as this position move 3, would be, of course not d3, but bishop to b5 check. A Rossolimo / Moskva variation. Of course, on bishop to b5, black can play a number of moves, including knight to d7, bishop to d7, and even knight to c6. One of the things that I'll point out about bishop b5, because it's really not where I'm going to focus on the open Sicilian, is that even though it's a sideline, I kind of talk bad sometimes against dubious sidelines, right? And say, why don't you spend some time and learn a real opening? But bishop to b5 is a principled sideline, which is why you've seen it be consistent, which is why you've seen it stick. It's why you've seen top players play it. What I mean by principled sideline is that there are positional reasoning. There's positional reasoning behind it. There's solid grounding for it. And what that is in a Sicilian, black is overextending everything he has to initially control the dark squares. So even on a move like bishop to d7, a move like a4 has been popular for a long time. And the idea here is that it's unorthodox, but white is going out of his way to sort of over-control the light squares, right? What we have here is d5 and c4 maybe will come under white's control. I'm sort of preventing black from making natural developing moves that will increase his control over the dark squares. So this isn't really an opening lesson, but because I'm trying to really let you inside my head and the way I approach chess and talk about things that hopefully will help you in your own games, not just the specifics of this game, I'm going to say that I think that the Rossolimo / Moskva, the Rossolimo would actually be here, playing bishop to b5 on the move knight to c6, move 2. But they're both principled in the sense that they're designed to decrease black's control over the critical area of the board that he's trying to grip, which is the dark squares. Overly going after the light squares is something that white has the potential to do if he tries. And on knight to d7, once we've seen a passive development, often the sharpest lines are that white will immediately strike with d4 very quickly. Sometimes you can also go in for like a Maroczy-Binds type structure. But there are some principled reasons behind playing the Rossolimo if you're out there still not really convinced that you want to dive into the open Sicilian. But I'm going to go ahead and back up and now talk about what I expect to see. I'm going to play d4, and I expect you guys to take it, most natural moves. And now you're going to play knight f6, and I'm going to play knight c3. And here the question will be, what kind of Sicilian will you go for, right? Will you play a Scheveningen, a Dragon, a Classical, a Najdorf? Some of the other, there's a teammate of mine calling, so we'll end that call for just a moment. Some of the others aren't really possible anymore because you've committed to 2 d6 instead of e6 or knight to c6, so I don't need to name the other possible open Sicilians. But okay, so those are all the options. Again, if I flip back to the main game here, what I expect to see is d4 takes knight f6. So let's go switch over to our making moves tab. Drum roll please. Boom, boom. I make my move, and then I press that little orange button, and just like that, action back to you, world. Action back on chess.com. Again, if you don't know how to join the game, just go to chess.com. Under play, you can find Vote Chess. The game is right there. It's featured. Jump in, get involved in the chat, let people know why you think your idea for what you should play is better than theirs. That's one of the most fun parts of it. And then vote, make the move, and I will see you tomorrow with another video as we move on to move 4. It's exciting. We're getting into some critical stuff. All right, everybody. Good day to you.